friends, Min here from Honest Stamp Page. I'm super excited today to share a video using some beautiful products from In Love Arts that I received recently. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create this darling shaped doily stand-up card. So it's a shaped card. I used one die for it, and I know this is like from the top down, but how cute is that? So when it sits, it's kind of like this. I kept it simple because the die is a little bit smaller, but I thought, how fun would this be to use this as the tag on a gift and then have this go with your gift, and then it can be something that the person can display. So the first thing I'm going to share with you are the products that I used to create this. So I started with this die from the Mesh Weaving Circle Die Cuts. It comes with 3 different dies. It comes with this one, another circular one, and then a border, which I will show in a different video soon. So this is the die that we're going to use to create this gorgeous shaped easel card. And then I also used for the flowers, I used this stamp set right here, which is called the Oil Painting Style Sunflower Stamps. And I love it because it's got the 3 different stamps that you can layer for the flower, the 3 different stamps you can layer for the leaf, and then it also has the center. So I created a really cute little sunflower or black-eyed Susan, whatever you want to call it there. So that's the stamps that I used for that. And then for my sentiment on the inside, which is also the little piece that holds the easel card up, I use this stamp set with, and it's called the English Word Greeting Stamps. And it goes for so many different occasions. So I'll be using this today for the sentiment on the inside of my card. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to create the folding card base that creates the actual card for our easel card. So what you're gonna need is you're gonna need a piece of white paper, white cardstock, and this measures 3.5 by 8.5. And what you need to do is you need to take it and fold it in half. It doesn't have to be a full 8.5 long, but I just did that because it makes it easy to cut the regular A2 size paper into 3 pieces. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take your die and you're going to create the fold by pulling it to where part of the die is off the folded part of the card. And you can do 2 different things to keep it there. You can use washi tape to keep it in place. I have a magnetic stand to keep mine in place when I die cut it. So I'm going to go die cut this, and I will be back in just a second to show you what that looks like. Okay, so I am back with my card base. I know it looks super duper like sketchy here, like, oh my gosh, is that actually going to be a card? But I promise it is. This is what it looks like when you cut it out. Do you see how it kept this folded part right here? And I know this looks really delicate, but it's actually pretty hardy. So if we open it up, you can see that it's still connected across there. So this is going to be the card base. And the next step that we need to do is we need to score across the top here so that the easel has a part to fold over. So what I do for that is I just take my cutting board and I slip the card in, and I find about halfway down, and I make sure that I line up the design to where it's going straight across, and also I'm hitting similar parts. And then I'm going to take one of these styluses and I'm going to start by doing the inner part first. So I'm doing this larger inner circle first with the larger side, and then I'm going to take the smaller side and I'm just going to gently do these intricate parts. And so long as you have good cardstock that's at least 80 pound probably, you should have no problem with this part or with it ripping. You just have to be a little bit gentle. And then when I take that out, you can see the scored line there in the middle, and that's going to create the fold down that we want for the top of the easel card. So after you have this, you're going to want to die cut another circle, just the regular circle out, which I've already done, and you're going to adhere this to the easel base. And the way that you adhere it is you only put glue to this bottom part of the circle, and I actually only put glue on the bottom big part of the circle, and then I lined this up. So I took my glue runner, you could also use double-sided tape, whatever you're comfortable with, and I just filled this in. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, you could probably glue run just real quickly around the edge here, and then kind of go like that to get it out of the edges. And then you're just gonna line this up so that it's matching the pattern, and you're gonna press it down. And there you have your beautiful doily easel. Now, we do need something that's gonna help keep it up. So for this, like I said, I did my sentiment. And so it was very simple to do. I just took my white paper that I had just cut out from and some black ink, and I chose the sentiment, "Be Happy." And I just took this and I stamped it right on the edge here. So I've got my "Be Happy." And now you could use a paper cutter for this part, but I decided to just kind of eyeball it. And so I'm just gonna cut my sentiment out in a nice little rectangular shape. And then I'm not quite happy with that because it's not very straight. So I'm gonna trim it. And then I feel like this side is a little bit too much. So just trim it till you're happy with it. And then I took some black cardstock, which you can't really see because it's black on black, but I took some black cardstock and I glued it to that right on the edge so that it would be a nice little frame around it, and cut off the excess of that. All right, so now that I have that, I'm gonna take some dimensional foam and I'm gonna adhere it to the inside so that it's popping up and so that my easel has this little area, do you see the little foam dots, to actually like stand behind. So I only need like 2 or 3 of these. I put one on each end, I think, and one in the middle on my other one. So I'm gonna do the same here. And then all I did to make sure that it's in the right spot is I had this kind of up so that I knew how I wanted it to be. And I found the place where it would not show through this main white circle so that when it's laying flat, you can't really see it. But then when you pop it up, it's there as the anchor. So the last thing we need to do is just decorate it. On here, I stamped the flowers. I did a light yellow, then a dark yellow, then a deep yellow, and then I did the center in black. I added some liquid pearls to the center and some stickles for glitter, and I added just one leaf because it's such a delicate flower and a delicate card. I didn't really need much anything else. So I've already created those again, so I'm just gonna go ahead and decorate the card. And the way that I did this to make sure that the leaf would be where I wanted it is I actually started with the flower. So I took the flower and I put 3 foams in the middle, 3 foam squares. These are giving me a little bit of trouble. So I've got 3 foam squares in the middle, and then I'm gonna bring this down here kind of to where it's a little bit off center, so there's more over on this edge because that's where the leaf is going to be. And then I'm gonna kind of play with where I want the leaf to be. I really like that. And if you noticed, only about the bottom part is gonna need any glue on it. So I'm not gonna put glue over the whole thing. And then I just push it down, and there we have another little doily easel card. I think these are so cute. I absolutely love them. I love these fun products from In Love Arts. If you're interested in them, they are on clearance right now, and they are a steal. Like, I got all of this for maybe 10 bucks, all of these products. So I'll link everything down below. If you like this video, I hope that you subscribe. And if you have any ideas for upcoming projects that you'd like to see from me, please let me know. And until next time, hugs and happy stamping, friends. Bye.